So Miami will get the first possession. So the opening lineup for the Heat. Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Alec Burks. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Ware in at the center.
Oh, and the touch on the interior. Hero can hit jumpers as well as capitalize in close.
And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. Greg, that's some big dough.
Is it ever? It remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
Here's Mitchell. After Tyler Hero's bucket, Hunter sets a screen for Mitchell. Hunter kicks to Mitchell. Hunter with a screen on Wiggins. Back to Hunter. Shot clock at 6. 9 feet out. And the bank shot is good.
At 6'7", Hunter, nice handles there, showing him off on that possession.
Hero against Garland. Hero attacking. And it's sent back by Allen. Now, here's Hunter, covered by Wiggins. Yep, that one goes in there.
There's a level of tenacity by Donovan Mitchell on the interior there. Wow, what a finish.
Hero kicks to Adebayo. Wiggins sets a screen for Adebayo. Pass to Burks. Adebayo the screen. Alec Burks, and that's good.
Well, Burks is a lethal three-point threat. This guy has such an effortless shooting stroke.
Garland against Hero. Garland with the bucket. Garland's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now, here's Burks. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Burks has got his second basket of the night.
Well, you love the cleverness of Alec Burks. My goodness, how remarkable is that into the lane and finish?
There's Garland. That one falls. It's back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Doris, when the Cavaliers made the trade for Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland then began to do a lot of his work off the ball.
He had to, Kevin, and he made no secret of the fact that this was an adjustment. When you are accustomed to being the primary initiator, moving off the ball takes time. But to his credit, he's adapted beautifully.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David. Now, here's Wiggins. Following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. Out of bounds, Cleveland will take possession. .127 left in the first quarter of the game. Mobley, a screen on Burks. Here's Mitchell, and the shot goes down.
Well, it's all about decision-making in the pick and roll, and Donovan Mitchell making all the right choices.
For Miami, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Here's Hero. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's Mitchell. Burks with the steal. 46 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Chalk up 2 there.
Well, terrific quickness. The burst of Alec Burks looking strong inside.
Mitchell looking it over. Pass to Garland. Back to Mitchell. Clock at 6. Cleveland needs to get a shot. Oh!
Goodness.
Oh, stop showing off, Evan Mobley. Go get it.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Miami. It's tipped. It's stolen by Allen. One-on-one here. Garland with the bucket. And it's 8 points for Darius Garland.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Tyler Hero has been leading the charge for the Miami Heat. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. The jump hook. And another basket for Miami. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA. And sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Okoro's checked in for Garland.
Number 35.
Mitchell sets the screen for Okoro. Mitchell outside. Kicks it out to Allen. 6 to shoot. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Out left to the wing. And here is Okoro. Here's Mitchell.
And it adds so much to Hero's value when he's out there contesting shots. That's the activity they want to see.
And Doris, the Cavs had a very successful 23-24 season. 47 wins and the number 4 seed in the East.
And Kevin winning a playoff series, their first one without LeBron James since 1993. Most of the players on the floor weren't even alive back then. Incredible to think of it in that context.
Outside, Hero. Pass to Burks. Fires the 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Now Hunter. Mobley, a screen on Wiggins. Wiggins against Hunter. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And this is why many are high on Hero. Possesses ability to kick it up a notch and just take over.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Hunter. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Ball.
Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Outside, Hero. Pulls it from the elbow. Jump shot is good. Hero's got 6 in the quarter.
And when you watch Hero play, it's no surprise he's a gym rat. He can score from any spot on the floor.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Higgins outside.
2 minutes.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look. How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
For Miami, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. There's a screen. Here's Hero. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple. But I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
Certainly, DA is a two-way threat. The shot by Adebayo, no good. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. They trail by 1. Hunter sets a screen for Mitchell. The tray. Burks pulls it in.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Hero, no good. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Mobley the pass to Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Well, if you don't stay in front and you allow him room to drive, you will pay the consequence. Donovan Mitchell with authority.
Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
What a great shooting performance. His percentage is outstanding.
Tyler Hero has been leading the charge for the Miami Heat. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You gotta like what Tyler Hero has done in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. They've got Robinson. Jaime Jaquez is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Kevin Love, and it's Mitchell in at the point.
Gets the ball up the court immediately, and that pass to find the man cutting to the bucket couldn't have been timed any better.
Here's Jerome, covered by Mitchell. And an intentional foul right there.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Garland's checked in.
Number 10, Darius Garland.
Here's Jerome, covered by Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Into the lane. Offensive rebound. Out to Thompson. Second chance shot. That's in, and the Miami lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Garland.
Well, such a clever penetrator. Darius Garland sees a lane and takes advantage.
Mitchell up top. Anderson outside. Back to Mitchell for the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Mitchell's got the lead up to 4 now for the Heat.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
Hard not to like how dynamic Garland is on the floor. He's a high-energy player who works hard to maximize his impact on the rim.
And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city, plus he's already got a street named after him.
That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Garland.
Darius Garland clearly in a groove, and his teammates just rely on him to get great production.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's covered closely. The layup missed. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Jerome. Covered by Mitchell. Here's Jerome. Hasn't made one yet. Garland, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
The Heat have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Mitchell passes to Anderson. Now, here's Strus. Here's Thompson, and he hits it to tie the game up.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Now, here's Mitchell. Defense right on him. Robinson kicks to Mitchell. The 3 buries the long-range jumper. Mitchell's got 10 points here in the second half.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
And last season, Max Strus hit that ridiculous 59-footer. Remember that, Doris? That was to beat the Mavericks.
How could we forget that shot, Kevin? It was the second longest game-winning buzzer beater in league history. And what gets overlooked, Strus was 5 for 5 from deep in the last few minutes of that game.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Outside Garland. They set the pick. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Boy, how about the nimbleness to overcome the defense inside. Darius Garland makes his opportunities.
Mitchell passes to Anderson. Back to Mitchell. Anderson with the screen for Mitchell. To the middle. The kick out to Anderson. Over Wade. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Thompson outside. Garland against Robinson for the lead. And Garland puts it in. Garland's got 12 points now in the quarter. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Robinson for 3. Jerome with the rebound. Garland with it. Here's Thompson. Good D from Love.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He knows every possession is critical now. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team. With the game in the balance, coach was calm in the huddle. His main message, execution. He told his team to make sure to remember what they talked about during shoot-around. We've got a great ending in store, guys.
Thank you, David. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Donovan Mitchell is out there with the Okoro. And it's Hunter in at the 3 slot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. The shot by Mitchell, no good. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Heat. It's a 1-point game. To the paint, stolen by Allen. Now here's Okoro. He's covered by Hero. Mitchell against Wiggins. Mitchell outside. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Oh, my goodness. A little force from Donovan Mitchell off his feet in a hurry.
Mitchell against Hero. Pass to Burks. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Isaac Okoro.
Love to see Alec Burks get aggressive with the defense. This guy terrific getting the defense to foul him.
And Burks hits 2 free throws. About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. Here's Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Stolen by Allen. Pass to Hunter. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Okoro. Mitchell with it. Now defended by Adebayo. Allen, that's good.
Okay, Mr. Allen, I did not know the three-point shot was in your bag. Nicely done.
There's the pick. Here's Hero. And that one is hammered home.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. Adebayo with a screen on Mitchell. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Hero. Mobley with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
The Heat trail by 9. Pass to Burks. And here's Adebayo.
Blocking foul called on Jarrett Allen. Face first. Second team foul.
Up top, Hero. Covered by Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Wiggins sets a screen for Adebayo. Count it. The defender is called for the block, and this could turn into a 3-point play.
And you can tell this team likes to put the ball in Adebayo's hands and really trust that he'll make the right play.
In the corner, it's Hunter. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Mobley with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mobley. Hero against Mitchell. outside, Hero. Just 5 on the clock. Puts it up from 12. Yes! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And, you know, some guys shrink as the game tightens. Hero calls for the ball. Clutch.
Stolen away. And here's the fast break. Adebayo leading the way.
And look who shows up in the clutch. The readiness of Adebayo paying off big time.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Mitchell against Hero. 6 to shoot. Teardrop shot. The offensive rebound. Pass to Okoro. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Now here's Mobley. Back to Okoro. Sinks the triple.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
We see the Cavaliers get the win here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get...
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the field. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer.
Guys move the basketball, Clark?
Well, they've got two main ingredients. One, you've got to have a system that demands unselfishness, and then you need players that are willing to play unselfishly, and they've got both of those things.
So we'll look at our starters for Orlando. They've got Mo Wagner, Franz Wagner out there with Jalen Suggs. Then there's Jonathan Isaac, and it's Ben Carroll in at the 3, small forward. 6 to shoot, to the inside, and stolen by Mobley. And now the Cavaliers on the break. Here's Mitchell. Rebound by the Magic. Here we go, one-on-one. Launches it. Unable to get that one. Here's Okoro. Pass to Mitchell. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Wagner. Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball. And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Graham, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to...
Oh, my goodness!
Disrespectful. Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
Wagner outside. Ben Carroll outside. Fires for 3. The rebound by Allen. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and Coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. He'll have to be disciplined tonight, B.A.
Allie, thank you. Here's Suggs. Uses the glass on the layup.
A physical guard, Suggs, loves working inside. He doesn't back away from the paint at all.
Mitchell against Suggs. And Mitchell with the slam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
The 3 from Suggs. Mobley grabs the board. Cleveland leading by 5. Outside Mitchell. Allen with a screen on Suggs. Allen outside. He puts up a 3. And Cleveland another 3.
I see you, Jared. I see you expanding your game, broadening the horizons. Nice looking shot there, big fella.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows or they'll fall.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
And it's Mitchell penetrating, and Mitchell with the slam.
Driving inside, Mitchell uses his speed to get the better of the defense. They just can't keep up.
Here's Suggs, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
From deep, Mitchell. Orlando with the rebound.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
The Cavaliers lead by 6. Pass to Hunter. Back to Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
Yeah, nothing you can do about that. I mean, Mitchell finds airspace and fills it.
Suggs against Mitchell. Right wing. Banchero against Hunter. Wagner with a screen on Hunter. Banchero no good. The Cavaliers have got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Outside Mitchell. Let's go with a 3. Again, the miss by Mitchell. Wagner outside. 3-pointer. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket, I'll tell you.
Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell, providing a lot of energy for Cleveland. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Donovan Mitchell out there with Isaac Okoro. And it's Hunter in at the 3. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Ryan, Donovan Mitchell wears number 45 because that was Michael Jordan's number when he played baseball. Mitchell's father was a pro player, and Donovan said, "Baseball was my sport. I had my mind made up. I wanted to make the majors, but in high school, a broken wrist on the diamond caused his focus to shift." Ryan, I'd say it worked out.
Yeah, I'd say so. Thanks, Allie. One thing this team loves about Jalen Suggs, he is one tough guard, Clark.
Hey, he was the state football player of the year in high school. And you don't just forget about how to be tough when you've done what he's done on the gridiron, and it translates extremely well to the hardwood. I think he's one of the better on-ball defenders in the league right now.
Isaac with a screen on Hunter. Banchero outside, down to 5 on the shot clock. Wagner, the pass to Isaac from deep three-point land. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
I like watching Isaac get going. I mean, his jumper is on point, and the thing you want to do on defense is not let him get going.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Donovan Mitchell on the attack. Then Mitchell with the slam.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
And it's Wagner missing. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's a 3-point game. Here's the floater. Great D that time from Suggs.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that late.
Mobley against Wagner. Pass to Suggs. Over Mitchell. Suggs, no good.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Okoro passes to Mitchell. Hunter, a screen on Banchero. Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell looking like a wrecking ball.
And the fans love it. And Mitchell certainly seems to be enjoying himself on the offensive end.
Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Suggs against Mitchell. It's Suggs with a drive. And he throws it down with one hand.
Tell you what, off the drive, Suggs vertical, really something to behold. Good luck trying to stop this guy when he comes at you like that.
Outside Mitchell. Crafty move. Ooh, power move by Mitchell.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Here's Suggs. Basket's good. Suggs has got 9 points in the quarter.
So tough trying to slow down Suggs, especially when he gets it going, because he's persistent and relentless.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call.
Team call. At the line for your Cavaliers with 2 shots. Donovan Mitchell.
Challenge in place. We've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry. Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Wagner outside, launches a three. That shot off. Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell, providing a lot of energy for Cleveland. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. What a game we're seeing from Donovan Mitchell.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Here's who Jamal Mosley is starting the second half with. We've got Cole Anthony. Wendell Carter is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's De Silva in at the 4 slot. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
And when it comes to efficiency, Anthony's strongest suit is at the line.
Here's Garland. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Garland's got his second basket.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now Anthony. The floater, and he sinks the layup.
The closer the better for Anthony, as is the case for most guys. He just wants to drop that one in.
Garland up top. He's guarded by Anthony. Anthony against Garland. Oh, nice D from Carter. Magic trail by 5. And the Magic surprising many league-wide, Clark, with how they've broken through.
And the way they're winning, I might add. I mean, rugged physical defense is their identity and calling card. Not necessarily what you expect to see from a young team, B.A.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers have great size up front. They have Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, who said, "We have each other's backs." That's the advantage of having 2 7-footers. If you blow by the first one, there's a second one waiting for you. Brian, they'll make it tough.
No doubt. Waves and waves of length inside. Thanks, Allie. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
His first.
And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft. That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
There's a screen. Anthony feeling it out a bit with the drive. And Anthony slams it in.
Turning on the afterburners on the drive. Good to see Anthony using his athleticism in these situations.
Garland against Anthony. Got a hand on it. And the Magic pushing it up now. And here they go. It's blocked. Anthony against Garland. Pass to Jerome. Outside Strus. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Back to Jerome. And out of bounds. The Magic will take it. Magic trail by 5.
Hey, get on code.
Now here's Anthony. He has 6. Pass to Black.
Screen.
Down low.
2 minutes.
It's stolen by Garland.
2 minutes.
.152 left in the third quarter. Count the basket. Garland's got 8 points in the quarter.
Slithery inside. Garland has that short area quickness.
Here's Anthony. And Anthony slams it in.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
And the shot is good by Garland.
This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
1:11 left in the third quarter. Here's Black. Buries it from 3. Black's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Garland against Anthony. Pass to Jerome. 6 on the shot clock. The drive by Garland. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
And Garland is tough as nails, able to convert despite the clear contact.
Anthony with it. Give him 8 points now. Caldwell Pope, a screen on Garland. Outside, Caldwell Pope. From the arc. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. And here's Garland. Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers finishing the quarter with an 8-point.
Here we go, fans.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. Magic trail by 8. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Isaac Okoro is out there with Mitchell, and it's Hunter in at the small forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. Suggs with a screen on Hunter. Here's Banchero. Boom! Banchero!
Yeah, there's not much Banchero can't do in the pick-and-roll set. He's comfortable as the roller or with the ball in his hands.
Banchero against Mitchell. Out to Mobley. Back to Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Mobley, no good. And so Banchero will bring it up for the Magic. They trail by 6. Suggs, no good. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting very well, 62% and going right at the defense. Mitchell misses. Now the Magic with it. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed.
In transition, Banchero already knows to turn on the Jets. I mean, he doesn't allow the defense to catch up on him at all.
Outside Mitchell. Hunter, a screen on Banchero. Mitchell into the lane. Oh, Mitchell gets it to go off the bounce.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Here's Wagner. And yep, it's good. Wagner's gotten his first basket of the night.
And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
Mitchell with the ball. Now guarded by Suggs. And here's Hunter for three. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got 4 rebounds now. And it's Wagner off the drive. And he jams it home with authority.
Wagner, a sneaky athlete, maybe better than some people give him credit for. Showing you explosion right there.
Hunter, a screen on Banchero. Back to Mitchell. Great D that time from Banchero.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Wagner outside. To tie it up. They get it again.
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide open look, but he can't take advantage.
Mobley passes to Mitchell. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
2 minutes.
Outside Hunter. There's the triple. The Cavaliers again cannot hit. Orlando trailing here. Suggs surveys the D. Banchero the screen. Over to the wing. To take the lead. Mitchell grabs a miss. Cleveland has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. It's hauled in by the Magic. Wagner's got 4 rebounds now. Wagner outside. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter. The Magic need to put one up here. The big man, Banchero, showing the range.
Oh, no holding back from Banchero. He wants this team to be able to rely on him in these type of moments.
Mitchell with the ball. Wagner picks him up. Yes!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Here's Wagner. Wagner outside. Lets the 3 fly. Mobley grabs the board.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Allen outside. Back to Mitchell. Hunter in the post. Wagner's on him. Outside Mitchell. Puts up a deep 3. Again, the miss by Mitchell.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. With maybe a step out of his range.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. All right, what are the considerations at this late juncture?
This is what it comes down to. This shot can win the game. Not much time left, but they have just enough to execute a play.
Here's Banchero. And so it's the Cavaliers who come out on top. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous...
Leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Franz Wagner is out there with Jalen Suggs. Then it's Paolo Banchero. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Wagner in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
Hero passes to Ware. Adebayo, that's a two-pointer. Nails the wide-open jump shot.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Banchero with the screen. And Ware pulls it down.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season, that's really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Shots good by Hero.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And Wagner drives in. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Adebayo with a screen for Wiggins. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Suggs with the ball. Now defended by Wiggins. And that one's good. Suggs.
And for his position, Banchero, great vision and willingness to make the extra pass.
Wiggins, a screen on Wagner. Pass to Adebayo. Wiggins with it. Adebayo with a screen for Wiggins. On the wing, Hawkins. Shot clock at 5. A 3. And Wiggins with the basket on the assist by Hawkins.
Wiggins making quick decisions with the ball, not wasting any time getting that shot off.
Wagner a screen on Hero. Suggs. Pass to Wagner. Isaac outside. Goes back up. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And at 6'11", Isaac's able to take a hit and still get the deuce.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in. Oh, the power on that throw-down.
Unreal. And how about the acrobatics from Andrew Wiggins? Way up that time.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
Orlando trailing here. Well, Brent, since entering the NBA, Tyler Hero has been a constant scoring threat.
Yeah, Kevin, the scoring for Tyler Hero is always going to be there. He is a bucket, but the defensive improvement and really just the physicality that he needs to play with. Those are areas that Tyler can shore up a little bit to make sure he's on the floor for some of the biggest moments of a season.
Hawkins the pass to Ware. And even 3-on-3 break. Wagner with it. Picked up by Hero. And Isaac throws it down.
Yeah, you got to push Isaac out of the paint. Once he's got that position, he is going to be all over the rim.
Hero kicks to Adebayo. 1:12 left here in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Hero. Wiggins surveying the floor. They get it back. Pass to Adebayo. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Hawkins. And it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Suggs with the ball, and Jaquez picks him up defensively.
And this is a guy who is really comfortable with the ball in his hands. Suggs so dangerous in the pick and roll.
Adebayo passes to Hero. Isaac with the steal. Lobbed up there for Isaac. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
How about the timing there by Isaac on some of these alley-oops? Very impressive. Great at knowing when to leave the floor and how to finish that line.
And the layup's good off the glass. That's now 8 points for Jonathan Isaac.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Suggs with the steal. Wagner, right side. Wagner finds Banchero. Lets it go with a three. Jalen Suggs has been leading the charge for the Magic. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Magic.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
They've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
And so in the game for the Magic, Isaac out there with Wagner. Then there's Suggs. Then there's Banchero. And it's Wagner in at the two-guard spot. Wiggins outside. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Wiggins. Clock at 6. Fires away from way outside. Rebound by the Magic. One thing you can pretty much count on with the Heat, Brent Barry, they're gonna grind it out.
Yeah, this team has always been built around tenacity and toughness. Even with the big three, with LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh, there was a bit of a metamorphosis with the way LeBron approached games. Kind of being hated on was something they embraced, and that culture demands that hustle, accountability, and will consistently be about their culture.
And wow, look at the quickness there from Banchero getting the shot up in a hurry.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
On the wing, Wiggins. He's covered by Banchero. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Hero passes to Adebayo. Wagner, right side. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
There's Hero with the three. Drains the three-pointer. Hero's got his second bucket of the night.
And Hero early on in his career finds himself in these big-time moments.
Wagner has screen on Wiggins to the inside. And finished off by Wagner.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
There's Hero with the three. Orlando grabs the miss. Now Suggs kicks it out to Wagner. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
Adebayo with a screen on Banchero. Wiggins passes to Adebayo. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Adebayo's got 6 points.
Well, Bam Adebayo's so efficient right there. He picks a smart shot that fits his skill set.
against Suggs. There's the drive, and Suggs throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Fighting the inside defender, Hero really works to get to the bucket.
Suggs against Hero. And Suggs throws it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Banchero kicks to Isaac. To the wing on the left. Suggs passes to Isaac. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 10.
And Isaac is rapidly becoming a load for the defense. He utilizes that huge frame to get the shot he wants in the paint.
Pass to Adebayo. Drills it from outside.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
19 seconds left to play here in the half. Wagner has screen on Wiggins. Wagner kicks to Wagner. And that one is off. And so it's Orlando up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up. I thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot drum line. They're thinking about the shot.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We're seeing a tremendous game from Jalen Suggs.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
We've got Terry Rozier. He's out there with Robinson. And it's Love in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Outside, Robinson. Misses the 3. Magic leading by 14. Black dishes to Caldwell Pope. Got that one up quick.
Caldwell Pope at the ready. He was totally prepared to take that one.
And Brandon, the super team era is indeed coming to a close. The Miami Heat were one of the most successful examples.
Yeah, Kevin, you're obviously referring to the Heatles with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. I think there are some fans out there that go back to when it was that they had that press conference and were throwing up 6, 7, 8. And so 2 titles, yes, of course, amazing. Chances to win championships, amazing. Could there have been more? Possibly.
And it's Anthony with the jam.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play. Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Carter against Love. Back to Rozier. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Rozier's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And this team relies on Rozier's decision-making and using the pick there to create a shot for himself.
Caldwell Pope with the screen on Rozier. And it's Anthony with the jam. And the Magic lead by 14.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Anthony with the screen on Robinson. Lobs it up for Anthony. Pass to Love. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Love with the screen for Rozier.
2 minutes.
Launches it. And the three ball is good. Rozier's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Heat.
And now he's gone streaking where 1 leads to 2, which leads to 3. That's big trouble for the defense.
Here's Anthony, and there's the drive.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, GA?
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So it's more pay for play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
Yeah, you know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much. Magic leading by 10. Beyond the arc. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
He's a competitor. Even amongst the trees, Rozier has such confidence in his ability to finish.
Knocked away. Stolen by Robinson. Jovic passes to Robinson. Heat moving the ball around. Banked in off the glass. Robinson's got his first points of the game.
Hustle from Duncan there, outworking the defense, and he found his shot.
Here's Anthony. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field. The Heat trail by 11. Rozier kicks to Robinson. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Robinson's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's his game right there. Robinson, one of the more deadly shooters in the NBA.
Here's Anthony with the drive. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Cole Anthony has been on display for the Magic. What an And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
And that's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. So on the floor for Orlando, they've got Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Cole Anthony is out there with Black. Then it's Wendell Carter, and it's De Silva in at the 4 slot. Outside for Caldwell-Pope. Back to Anthony. Driving inside. Misses the layup. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Miami. 7-point differential. And it's Wiggins missing. Orlando's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Caldwell-Pope for 3. Knocks down the 3-ball.
You got to stay connected to Caldwell-Pope. He's a knockdown shooter, and he can get it going.
Pass to Ware. Now here's Adebayo. Guarded closer. Down low. Ware, good.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Anthony against Hero. The shot by Anthony, no good. The Heat trail by 8, and he's going to get whistled for that foul. Gee, that was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Wiggins passes to Adebayo. Back to Wiggins. Hawkins outside. Pass to Wiggins. And here's Adebayo. Just 5 to shoot. Miami needs to get a shot off. And here we go with the Magic fast break. And Isaac throws it down.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Magic leading by 10. This one for 3. And it's Suggs missing. The Heat have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Wiggins, and that one drops for him.
And how about Wiggins' ability to slither in there and slip past the contact for a finish?
Over in the corner, Banchero. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Rebound by the Heat. Ware's got 6 rebounds in the game. Hero finds Hawkins. Hero passes to Ware. Back to Hero. Puts up a deep 3. Banchero grabs the board. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. To the paint and stolen by Wagner. Pass to Isaac. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Magic.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
And then Isaac slams it in.
And you can just see how that motor never subsides. Isaac always looking to put on a show there with his dunking ability.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Can't connect from long distance. And finished off by Banchero.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Magic.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jonathan Isaac.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Kicks it out to Wagner. Wagner outside. Pass to Banchero. Nice move. And Wagner lays it in. And the Magic lead by 14.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
I love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Here's Suggs. And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Banchero. There's Wagner with the 3. And Wagner able to finish. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice in the mirror, top down with the rims and gold.
two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Mitchell out there with Okoro, and it's Hunter in at the 3.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
And here comes Cleveland. Allen finds Mobley. Back to Allen. From deep. Rebound Miami. Now Wiggins. Hero outside. Clock at 6. Back to Wiggins from outside the arc. Mobley grabs the board. And Grant, the Heat last season retiring Udonis Haslam's number 40.
Yeah, he played his entire 2-decade career in his hometown of Miami. And for all of his contributions on the court, what he meant to this organization off the floor was just as important.
Now here's Mitchell. Some solid D from Jaquez.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Here's Hero. Here's Ware. Pass to Adebayo. They set the pick. Tries again. And it's good on the lay-in.
The moment Bam gets the ball close in, he's really hard to stop.
The drive by Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? Here's Ware. Hero outside. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Cleveland ball.
The Cavs have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Hunter, a screen on Hero. From deep, Mitchell hits a 3-pointer. Mitchell's got 5.
Hitting that shot helps loosen the driving lanes a little, and we know Mitchell only needs a crack of daylight.
Wiggins against Mitchell. Jaquez, the pass to Hero. Puts up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. To the middle. Here's Allen, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Here's Mitchell, and he lays it up and in. He's got 7. Heat trail by 3. Wiggins right side. Pass to Ware. Hero outside. And the foul on DeAndre Hunter. That's his first foul of the game.
Cavaliers foul. DeAndre Hunter. First personal foul.
A minute 58 left in the first. Hero with it. Picked up by Allen. Here's Ware. Can they get it? And he lays it in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You will gladly take those.
And slammed that thing through.
A nasty two-hander. And Richard, thinking about Donovan Mitchell, he just has a total impact on the game.
It's crazy to think that he's in the prime of his career, but every single year he continues to get better. I still think there are more levels for him to go. His decision-making is so solid. Wiggins runs the pick and roll with precision.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers are having success. Point guard Darius Garland said, "We're building something here and we've come a long way. It feels amazing having our own legacy. We're just trying to keep it going. The whole city is behind us." And Brian, they know there's still work to do.
And they've got no problem with that, Allie. Thank you.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Hero outside. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Hunter, a screen on Wiggins. Outside Hunter. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. This will be his third free throw of the game. Free throw good. Hunter. 41 seconds left to play in the first. Hero outside. Pass to Adebayo. And there's the screen. The three ball. And again, it's Miami from deep.
And watching Adebayo in the pick and roll can be a thing of beauty. Such a great feel for that set.
Hunter, a screen on Hero. And it's Mitchell penetrating. Oh, somehow misses the one-handed flush. Miami trailing. Takes the three. And it's Ware missing. Here's Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell, providing a lot of energy. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, they're off to a good start, getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
On the court right now for Cleveland. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Okoro is out there with Mitchell, and it's Hunter in at the 3.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Outside for Mitchell. Fires the 3. From outside, Mitchell is good.
Whether he's initiating the offense or playing off the ball, Mitchell is equally effective.
Well, the recent success of the Cavs has centered around their defense, RJ.
Well, if you want a chance to contend, you're going to have to be able to defend. Their coach embodies that, and so does their personnel, specifically their front court.
Adebayo, no good. The Cavaliers lead by 7. Outside Mitchell. Hunter, a screen on Hero. Mitchell to the rack. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's on Tyler Hero.
He's such a determined offensive player. It's not enough to get the bucket. Mitchell wants the and one also.
Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Allen, the pass to Hunter. 6 to shoot. And finished off by Hunter.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Now here's Wiggins. Pass to Jaquez. And the layup is good off the glass.
Now, passing isn't the strongest part of Wiggins' game, but he is far from a selfish scorer.
Outside Mitchell. No good with the triple. Heat trail by 10. Adebayo finds Wiggins. No good on the 3. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He takes it in. Oh, Mitchell looking like a wrecking ball.
Oh, that motor on Mitchell just speeding right through his shot.
Miami has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Ware. Back to Hero. Inside. Ware, that's good. Ware's got his second basket on the night.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Hero against Mitchell. This one for three. Here's Mobley, the shake, and Mobley throws it down.
When you're guarding Mobley, you have to finish the possession on D. Seal him off, or Evan, look, this man's going to punish you on that glass.
Hero with it, picked up by Allen. Wiggins against Mitchell. Takes a three. Wiggins, no good.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Mitchell with the ball. He's got 19, and the three-pointer goes. Mitchell's got 13 points in this quarter.
Right now, this is what you want to see. Mitchell playing without hesitation and just taking quality shots.
Adebayo in the post. Mobley's on him. Pass to Ware. Adebayo against Mobley. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Hero, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Allen. Rebound Miami. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Adebayo passes to Jaquez. Back to Adebayo. Over Allen. Again, the Heat misses.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
And so it's Cleveland up 15 points as this quarter concludes. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. Back after this.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Draws Cleveland. They're measuring up the shot.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Donovan Mitchell.
Through the first two quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Mitchell out there with Duncan Robinson. Then there's Kyle Anderson. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Jovic in at the three, the small forward. That's the group for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. Mitchell, Robinson for three. And it's Okeke with a rebound. The Cavaliers lead by 15. Pass to Jerome. There's a screen by Okeke. Jerome passes to Okeke. Back to Jerome. Shoots over Anderson. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. And the Heat shooting only 36% so far in this game. Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
Garland finds Strus. And it's all from three-point range.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Love. Back to Mitchell. And he gets the bucket. Mitchell's got his first 2 points of the night.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Here's Garland. And the layup is good. And the Cavaliers lead by 13.
You see the body control that Garland has, takes on the defender, gets hit, adjusts, and finishes. It's just a work of art.
Mitchell, the pass to Love. Mitchell against Garland. Got it. Mitchell's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Such a smooth pass. His basketball IQ allows him to see the floor so well and get it to open teammates.
Pass to Jerome. Going inside. The three. Rebound Miami. On the wing, Mitchell. Guarded by Garland. From deep. And it's Mitchell. The miss. Cleveland leading by 11. Okeke. The pass to Jerome. Points. That one goes.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And he comes up with a bucket. Anderson's got his first points in this one.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
When it comes to winning big, basketball acumen is the difference. LeBron James said, quote, in the final 2 rounds of the playoffs, what's going to separate teams is IQ. There's moments in the game that a coach can't prepare you for, where you have to make adjustments right away. It's not experience, it's IQ.
He would know, Allie. Thanks.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. And he knocks down the first one.
Duncan Robinson.
And both free throws good for Robinson. And it's Garland with the ball for the Cavaliers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. 1:03 left in the third quarter. Off the mark there with a three. Heat trail by 11. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. To the paint. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. And here they go on a free run to the bucket. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there. And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Fast break Miami. Robinson in the post. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Outside Garland. From outside the arc. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers earning this break in the action, up 10. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Donovan Mitchell out there with the Okoro. And it's Hunter in at the small forward position.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Mitchell, the pass to Hunter. That's tipped. Marquez with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. Yep, count it. Cleveland leading by 6. Outside Mitchell. Tipped. Mitchell against Hero. Pass to Ware. Back to Hero. To the middle. The kick out to Wiggins. Just 3 to shoot. From deep 3-point range. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Mobley's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Mitchell. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You could tell with that smile on his face. Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Count it.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Mitchell against Hero. Oh, Mitchell taking no chances.
He loves to show he's in control out there. And with that move, you can see how much control Mitchell has.
Pass to Ware. Jaquez with a screen on Allen. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And the defense gets tripped up by the screen, leaving him free to take his shot.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Cavaliers.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition. Just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
Heat trail by 5. Pass to Adebayo. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Here's Mitchell. And it's Mitchell scoring off the run out.
Oh, this man can move in transition. Like, look at Mitchell's eyes. They just light up when he's on the break.
Here's Ware. Guarded by Kuro. Adebayo with it. Hero on the wing. Pass to Jaquez. No good on the triple. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Cleveland. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Mobley passes to Mitchell. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Jaquez. Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist. Jaquez has got 4 points this quarter.
For a center, Adebayo is an excellent passer. He's always so aware of his surroundings.
Mitchell, the pass to Mobley. And here's Mitchell. Into the lane. Here's Hunter. And right through it goes.
Nice feed from Mitchell. This is how you get your teammates going.
Wiggins down low. Allen defending. Second shot opportunity. Mitchell against Jaquez. Over Mitchell. The rebound by Allen. And here comes Cleveland. 7-point differential. Mitchell, the pass to Allen. Pass to Mitchell. Up top, Allen. He's guarded by Hero. Fades. And the bucket is good. And the Cavaliers lead by 9.
More than just a low post threat, Allen is also capable of connecting from the mid-range.
And so the Cavaliers take the win. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This
Go.
And Orlando starts out with the ball. Look at Cleveland's starting group. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Okoro out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the 3, the small forward. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. Cleveland shooting their first free throws here tonight. Well, Coach Van Gundy, you spent a number of seasons with the Orlando Magic franchise. And looking back at that time, what stands out?
Well, Kevin, what stands out for most coaches in jobs, we actually won a lot there, and the winning stands out. I coached a great group of players, inherited not only talent, but guys of high character. It was winning, and it was fun.
Did a lot of winning down there.
We did.
And he just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here. Hunter with a screen on Banchero. And it's Mitchell missing. And Banchero, here we go. And they're able to recover. Suggs against Mitchell. Suggs kicks to Isaac. 6 on the shot clock. Tries again. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Here's Mitchell. To the middle. Allen with the ball. Picked up by Banchero. For 3, Mitchell sinks the three-pointer. Mitchell's got 5.
And Mitchell is a confident scorer, including from downtown.
Suggs kicks to Isaac. Wagner with a screen for Isaac. Kicks it out to Wagner. Wagner outside. Pass to Suggs. Off target from three-point range. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Mitchell. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And bursting through inside. So difficult to contain when Mitchell's on the attack.
And Stan, here we are watching DeAndre Hunter. What impresses you most about his game?
Well, I like how steady he has been since he came into the league. I like the fact that he's a guy who can make shots but doesn't need the ball a lot. And I especially like, Kevin, that he's just a guy who figures out what needs to be done, and he's willing to do any of it to help his team win.
What a great intangible, right? To shift during a game and, like you said, give the team what they need at that moment. Here's Mitchell. Jalen Suggs making his last shot. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on Paolo Banchero.
Oh, a fearless play by Mitchell. Sinks his shot while being fouled, and now he'll get to the line.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. Now he's worried it's going to be one of those nights when Donovan Mitchell just goes off. He told me it's like guarding a ticking time bomb. You never know when he's going to blow up, but you're anticipating it. So coach is expecting the best out of his team, preparing for the worst. Guys?
Thank you, David. Deep 2 from Wagner. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Allen, a screen on Banchero. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Wagner outside. Stolen by Mitchell. He's got a clear path. And there's Hunter on the assist by Mitchell.
Solid in transition. Hunter's eyes light up when he gets a chance to finish one of those off.
Driving to the basket. And Suggs throws it down.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Now here's Allen. Kicks it out to Mitchell. 5 on the clock. Hunter sets a screen for Mitchell. From outside, off the mark. The Magic trail by 4. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Banchero finds Isaac. Back to Banchero. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Banchero against Mitchell. In the corner, Okoro with it. Got it up. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Cavaliers. He put together quite a quarter. 13 points. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what do you guys think about the Cavaliers so far in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
Isaac out there with Mo Wagner. Then it's Paolo Banchero. Then there's Jalen Suggs. And it's Wagner in at the 2. This is out there for Orlando.
When Banchero gets in tight, that's how he likes to finish. No layups for this big guy. He's all about the finish.
The shot by Mitchell, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
On the wing, Isaac. Defended by Allen, and the shot goes in. Well, Stan, when I think of you as a coach, I think defense. So let me put you on the spot as you assess the wing defenders in the NBA right now. Who are some of the top 2 or 3 that you notice?
Well, look, there's so many good ones. My favorite right now is Lou Dort because he's so strong, he's so disciplined, and he has an amazing ability to use his body even against guys that are a lot taller. He is a frustrating guy for great scorers to play against.
Now, he brought a lot to the NBA, but haven't the Thunder done a good job developing that kid?
Well, they have, and look, they've got other great defenders too, like Jalen Williams.
And how about Banchero showing some passion there, going in hard and finishing right at the rim.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Mitchell kicks to Hunter. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And guys, we know Mitchell can fill it up in a hurry, which is what makes him so much fun to watch.
Banchero, a screen on Mitchell. Suggs with the ball, guarded by Hunter. Now, here's Suggs. D right on him. And here's Wagner. Into the lane. And finished off by Wagner.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Franz Wagner, as we know, Stan, came into the league with a splash and hasn't really slowed up since.
Now, Kevin, I think he's surprised a lot of people. He has never played like a young guy. He's always played with the maturity of a veteran guy, and he just keeps getting more and more responsibility. He's handled it well, and then he could become a perennial all-star.
I like that assessment.
Oh, bigger than your average guard, Suggs can score all around the floor, including down low.
Hunter sets a screen for Mitchell, and it's a foul called on Mo Wagner. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
.131 left in the second quarter. Hunter misses from close range.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Banchero inside, covered by Mitchell. Wagner passes to Suggs. Just 5 on the clock. It's tipped. Mobley with it. Isaac picks him up. Now here's Okoro. He's covered by Suggs. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Shot clock at 6. Mobley wide open. And the 3 off target. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Wagner a screen on Mobley. Wagner outside. Over in the corner, Isaac. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. For Cleveland, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Hunter the screen. Here's Mitchell. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Magic lead by 2. And we'll return shortly.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. They've got Max Strus. Tristan Thompson is out there with Darius Garland. And it's Jerome in at the 2 spot.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
The shot by Carter, nobody around. No good with the triple. It's Garland with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think number 1, anytime there was a lack of effort, not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those are things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. That's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
Pass to Jerome. And it's in there. Jerome's got it all tied up now for Cleveland.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Well, there's a unique profile for Wendell Carter Jr., a tremendous rebounder and shooter, and now he's playing on a pretty good team, and he's a big reason why.
He sure is. Look, he's really big at 6'10", 270. All right, top 20 in the league in rebounding and effective field goal percentage. Can shoot the three. Great blend of size, skill, and toughness.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
An effortless range. KCP doesn't always hit for a high percentage, but when he does hit, he makes it look good.
Strus kicks to Garland. Pass to Thompson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on Caldwell Pope.
You know what you're going to get from Thompson. Strength, toughness, and grit.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses. Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Ball's knocked loose. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. Orlando shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Porter's checked in for the Cavaliers. That free throw good from Caldwell Pope. So, Stan, we watched Kentavious Caldwell Pope's career, and he's played for a handful of teams, and he's been a starter on multiple title teams, including the 2020 LA Lakers.
Yeah, Kevin, I love coaching him. This guy is a hard worker. He's one of the best conditioned athletes in the league. His stamina is incredible. He knocks down threes. It's not a coincidence that he's been on championship teams in 2 different cities.
Amazing. Porter against Anthony. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Cole Anthony.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Although they were eliminated in the first round, last season was a success, Stan, for the Magic.
It sure was, Kevin. I don't think many people had them even making the playoffs, but they fought hard, pushed the Cavs to 7 games, and gained valuable playoff experience.
Carter with the screen. Here's De Silva. Buries it from 3-point range. De Silva's got 7 points here in this quarter.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Porter finds Thompson. A second chance effort, and he lays it up and in.
Get ready to bang inside when you're playing Thompson.
1:11 left to play in the third. Anthony on the wing. Back to Black. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. So, Stan, we have a second-generation player in front of us, and next to us is dad, Cole Anthony. He has his dad's gift, don't you think, for passing the ball?
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot more scoring gift than his dad had. You know, and the thing I love about what Cole has done, though, I respect so much, is he's accepted that role coming off the bench, and he's been such a great weapon for them.
Magic leading by 7. Inside. Back to Black. Fires the 3.
Cleveland foul.
For Orlando, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
Third team foul.
First one falls for him. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Carter hits them both. We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Mitchell against Anthony. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And that's Mitchell at his best. Playing the quarterback on this offense and leaving the D grabbing for air.
Here's Black. He has yet to score. Top of the key. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. Black's got the lead up to 9 now for the Magic. Mitchell way outside, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Orlando Magic ahead by... Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Banchero is out there with Isaac. Then there's Wagner. Then there's Mo Wagner. And it's Suggs in at the 1. That's who's out there for Orlando. Magic on defense. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Allen, a screen on Banchero. Shoots the 3. And there's Mobley, and that's good on the assist by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 3 assists tonight.
Oh, great pass by Mitchell. He can run your offense, slide over to the 2 as well, giving you some great backcourt versatility.
Here's Isaac. He gets that one.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of thing.
The Cavaliers trail by 8. Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. Mobley with it. Back to Mitchell. A kick out to Mobley. Offline with his 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And this kid is just a natural born scorer. Banchero can post you up, face you up, and also beat you in transition.
On its way from Hunter for 2. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Banchero passes to Suggs. Wagner controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for Cleveland. Down by 12. Kept alive. There's the triple. Nailed from three-point land. Mitchell's got 26.
And don't give Mitchell too many of those looks. Once he gets in rhythm, it is hard to stop him.
A 15-footer. And it's Wagner missing. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Mitchell kicks to Mobley. Mobley sets the pick for Mitchell. Mobley misses. Orlando's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Wagner, covered by a Coral. To the inside. It's stolen by Allen.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Mitchell. And the layup falls. That's 28 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
1:43 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And Mobley throws it down.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Suggs. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Orlando?
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
And we're also seeing a lot from them at the arc in this one. Tonight, it's been all about that three ball for these guys.
Mitchell dishes to Mobley. Kicks it out to Mitchell. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Wagner's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Banchero with the ball. And Allen picks him up defensively. Kicks it out to Banchero. Cans it from downtown. Banchero's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Magic.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
Hey, you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Jalen Suggs.
He was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Pass to Okoro, and stolen by Wagner. And now Orlando on the break. Here's Suggs, and the shot is good. And now a 12-point Magic lead.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from way outside. And the miss. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back and let me still. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking for answers.
head-to-head here, Clark. You can feel the extra tension in the air.
No doubt about it. That heat is palpable. Everybody wants to be at their best and prove they're the superior team, but the fireworks and friction is real.
And the starting lineup for Miami. They've got Bam Adebayo. Tyler Hero is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Jaime Jaquez, and it's Ware in at the 5, down low. Shot clock at 6. Here's Wagner. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Hero for 3. Orlando with the rebound.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. Right away, he acknowledged they're facing one of the best defensive players in the league in Bam Adebayo. He told me Bam can do it all. He can protect the rim, he can defend in isolation, he can rebound. So we have to keep our composure, be aware of his presence, and not let him dictate what we do. All right, let's send it back to you guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Here's Adebayo. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Mo Wagner at 6'9". Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers, yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
I'll tell you what, I love when Suggs attacks the defense like this because he's so hard to guard when he's aggressively looking to get to the rim.
Here's Hero, and stolen by Suggs. In transition, the Magic on the run. Van Carroll against Wiggins. Oh, Van Carroll throws it down.
In transition, Van Carroll already knows to turn on the Jets. I mean, he doesn't allow the defense to catch up on him at all.
And the shot's good by Wiggins.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Wagner with a screen on Hero. Suggs against Hero. Suggs surveys the D. Shoots over Hero. The rebound by Ware.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Wiggins. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Wiggins got 5.
Boy, Wiggins does it in so many different ways. That scoring versatility of his, special. This time he got it done in the painted area.
Here's Suggs. Up and in on the layup. Suggs has gotten his second bucket on the night.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Out to the right wing. They set the screen. Here's Adebayo. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And watching Adebayo in the pick and roll can be a thing of beauty. Such a great feel for that set.
Now Suggs. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Hero against Suggs. Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Back to Hero. Here's the 3. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Smooth shot by Hero. Notice how he doesn't rush himself.
Suggs against Hero. Kicks it out to Isaac. Back to Suggs. Wagner on the wing. Shot is up. Rebound Miami.
Well, it's a make or miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Jaquez, pass to Adebayo. Back to Jaquez. Pass to Adebayo. And again, it's Miami converting.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for the Magic. Trailing by 2. 29 seconds left in the first quarter. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Wagner able to bounce to the rack and throw it down, and he'll do so just about any time he has the opportunity.
Hero, the pass to Wiggins. And he banks in the layup. Wiggins has got 7.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
"15 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Hero against Suggs. The kick out to Banchero. Banked it in off the glass. He has 6.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Jalen Suggs has been leading the charge for Orlando. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And for Orlando, what jumps out to you guys, stat-wise?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
We've got big. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow!
Man, spectacular move. Wiggins' elevation, body control, strength, elite across the board.
Banchero with a screen on Hero. Suggs, the pass to Banchero. The rebound by Wiggins. The Heat with the lead. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
On the wing, Suggs. He's guarded by Hero. Suggs, no good. Miami leading by 4. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan. And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
The Magic shooting really well in this matchup. 62% from the floor. Suggs, the pass to Banchero. Ooh, Banchero with the touch from deep.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
Pass to Adebayo. Gets the 3 to fall. Adebayo's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And a foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Hero against Suggs. Pass to Wiggins. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from deep. No luck on that one.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Isaac, the pass to Wagner. And here, the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. On the wing, Suggs. The 3 is up. Missed it. 4 for 7 so far in this one. Heat leading by 6. Hero outside from behind the arc. Not going to go that time.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Well, that's just the toughness basket by Suggs right there. Remember now, this young man was an all-state football player in high school.
Has to wear. Now here's Adebayo. Oh, rejected by Isaac. And the Magic pushing it up now. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, my goodness. Man, oh, man. Suggs with some extra juice on that dunk.
Here's Ware, defended by Wagner, and stolen by Banchero. And it's Wagner off the drive, and it's all tied up. Wagner's got his second bucket on the night.
Wagner saw the opening and took off, slashing with the best of them.
Banchero against Wiggins. Adebayo, a screen on Banchero. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Banchero. Oh, there's the alley. And it's Wagner missing.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Back to Adebayo. Jaquez with a screen on Isaac. Here's Adebayo. Miami, no good that time either.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Banchero down the lane. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
He will muscle his way down the lane. Watch out when Banchero comes tumbling by.
To the right side. Adebayo from long range. Orlando with the rebound. Here's Orlando. They're on an 11-3 run. Banchero outside. Isaac left side. Banchero in the post. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Orlando ahead. They lead by 2. Brian Alley's ready to go. Thanks, Alley. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot from line. They're thinking about the shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Jalen Suggs with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of it.
And on the floor for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. Davion Mitchell is out there with Duncan Robinson. Then there's Kevin Love. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Jovic in at small forward. Miami trailing. You know, Clark, something Kentavious Caldwell-Pope brings, that championship experience.
And every championship team has a guy like KCP. A guy who can make shots, who's always there, ultra reliable, plays both ends, doesn't step out of his role, and all he does is help you win championships. I love watching guys like that contribute in a meaningful way to championship teams. He's a fun guy to watch because he does his job at a high level pretty much every night.
And here's Anthony. He'll bring it up for Orlando. They lead by 1. Right side, Caldwell-Pope. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Sends it down right in his face.
And with the leaping ability that Caldwell-Pope possesses, he knows when to bounce to the rack and throw it down.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie. Anthony feeling it out a bit. Pass to De Silva. Here's Black. 5 to shoot. The Magic need to put one up here. De Silva, no good. Outside Mitchell. And it's Cole Anthony with a foul. And that's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Outside Mitchell. For the lead. The rebound by Carter. For Orlando, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Back to Mitchell. Anderson with a screen on Anthony. From deep, Mitchell. Again, the miss by Mitchell.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on Duncan Robinson. Orlando shooting their first free throw of the night.
You know, when we talk about the modern big, Carter Jr. is a great example of it. He can shoot, he boards it, he's got good size, and a pretty diverse skill set.
Now here's Mitchell. Outside, Anderson. Shot clock at 5. Rebound by Carter.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Carter on the wing. Anthony outside. Caldwell Pope, a screen on Mitchell. Here's Anthony. Love grabs the miss. Heat trail by 6. On the wing, Mitchell. He's guarded by Anthony. Kicks it out to Anderson. Back to Mitchell. And he makes it on the layup. Mitchell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Davion Mitchell, first personal foul, second team foul.
And we've got 1:18 left in the third quarter. Anthony misses. Miami has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. On the wing, Mitchell. Anderson with a screen. And that one's good. Mitchell. Now just a 2-point Orlando lead.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Anthony in the post. Checked by Mitchell. 41 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Here's Carter, and they pick up 2. Carter's got 5.
When they get it to Carter Jr. down low, it's normally a fruitful trip.
The 3 from Mitchell. Mitchell can't get that one to fall. Orlando leading by 4. Anthony with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. De Silva with the bucket.
Coaches love to see ball movement, especially when it gets you that kind of look.
The Heat have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. The 3 from Mitchell. Mitchell can't get that one to fall. Here's Black. No made baskets yet. What if it goes? No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Orlando Magic leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Anthony. Wendell Carter is out there with Contavious Caldwell Pope. And it's Black in at the 2-guard spot. That's who's out there for Orlando. Hero against Anthony. There's the 3. And Hero with the 3.
Yeah, absolutely no hesitation from Hero. He shoots at will from range.
Here's Black. Count that bucket. Black's got his first points of the night.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. A line change here for Orlando.
Substitution on the court.
Orlando leading by 7. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Suggs, the pass to Wagner. And it falls all over the rim and in.
And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
It's Hero on the take. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Wagner on the wing, pounded by Wiggins. And Wagner gets it to go on the assist by Wagner. And it's an 11-point Orlando lead. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for the Magic.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
And you got to respect their energy level. A lot of steals, staying active, and making things happen.
And it's Wagner missing.
With that much room around him, it's hard to imagine he could have gotten a better shot.
Wagner against Wiggins. From the arc. Oh, Wiggins! Bullseye with the 3.
Tell you what, somebody came to play and compete tonight. Wiggins has been bagging his groceries all game long.
And Carroll with a screen on Hero. Suggs with it. Guarded now by Hawkins. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Tell you what, off the drive, Suggs vertical, really something to behold. Good luck trying to stop this guy when he comes at you like that.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. That one goes in.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Wagner, the pass to Banchero. Back to Wagner. On the wing, Suggs. 4-3. And it's Miami with a rebound. And here's Wiggins. Wiggins with the inside bucket. Nice.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
And Carroll surveys. Wiggins with a steal. Here's the break. Hawkins, the pass to Wiggins. Minute 32 left in the fourth quarter here. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From outside, off the mark.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
And Carroll outside. There's the drive. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
Defensive foul.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
Pass to Adebayo. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Banchero. And so it's Banchero who brings it up for the Magic. 9-point game. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
He hits the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
Taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Isaac. The Heat have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Wiggins from long range. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
3.
Suggs with it. Here he goes. The 3 from Banchero. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Up top, Wiggins. Guarded by Banchero. Hawkins tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
Wiggins against Suggs. Wiggins passes to Hero. So it's the Magic Magic winning this one easily. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.